Hi, how you doing, everyone? So for my lesson, I have in my classroom 19 students, and subject is reading. We all know. Uh, my lesson is gonna be broken down into 2 days. All right. I have six ESC students, um, three males with specific learning disabilities, and one female with a speech disorder, and one female with specific learning disability, and one male with receptive language disability. All right. So for my female students, she's a receptive student. The student doesn't talk much, and she takes time to process what people tell her, and she will take time to respond back as well. And to help with my directions, I make it very simple uh, when reading on the board, like with not so many words, so she'll be able to comprehend. Right. So my learning outcomes for this lesson, the students are going to be able to identify the main ideas or idea of the text. They'll be able to construct a summary, including the main idea and supporting details from the text that they read. All right, and students they're gonna be able to distinguish between topic and main idea of from the text as well. Okay. So materials normally for this lesson are like your laptop, computer, whiteboard, your dry erase markers, your whiteboard, and the reading material, which is the Salem Witch Trials. And for my entry events, we're gonna start with brainstorming. All right, I'm gonna ask the I'm gonna create a brainstorm chart on the whiteboard with the word witches in the middle, and I'm gonna ask the class, "What do you know about witches?" And the students are gonna raise their hands and have a response. And as the responses come in, the teacher, myself, I'm gonna be writing on the whiteboard. That's for like the first 5 6 minutes. Then after that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna watch a video about the Salem witch trials. Okay. When the video is done, what we do next is we're gonna revisit the brainstorm that we did, and I'm gonna ask the students if we should make any changes to our brainstorm chart by adding or removing any of your original thoughts. After we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and read the material. All right, so I'm gonna ask a student to pass out the reading handout to every pair, like basically one handout per every two students. Sorry. And another student will pass out one post-it per student to use for vocabulary. And I'm gonna be asking for I'm gonna be using the popcorn reading strategy in order to maintain engagement throughout the reading. For those of you who might not know what popcorn reading is, from what I understand from it, is when a student finishes reading, then the other one pops up and reads, and another one comes and pops up and reads, and so on. And throughout the process, I'm gonna be stopping and asking for higher order thinking questions. All right. So after that, the students are gonna draw the graphic organizer uh, template on their notebook, and with their peers, they will complete the graphic organizer uh, using the text that they read. And on the second day, that was for the first day. Now for the second day, they're gonna write it. So the students are gonna write a summary, and that summary must include the main idea and supporting details. And if they need to, they can use a graphic organizer to help them to assist them in finding the answers that they need. After they were done with that activity, the students they're gonna do a 15 question quiz, which is gonna be 12 multiple choice and 3 short responses based on the text that they read. So for my accommodations, all right, these accommodations are for all my students, but mainly for my receptive students. All right, I'm gonna be repeating directions when needed, and directions and expectations will be written on the board at all times. Uh, the students will have extended time, basically time and a half. They're gonna have allowed oral processing time and clarify. I'm gonna clarify directions as needed as well, and preferential seating when needed. All right. Also very important. Before I forget, praise and encouragements is also very important as well. And for my ELO students, I'm gonna also have English Spanish dictionaries, peer assistance, and speak slow and clearly as well. Well, that's pretty much my lesson plan.